Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. We're going live today. I just cannot be silenced. These markets are just unbelievable. We have 38 million on the SPY, and it's driving me nuts. We had a little smoke signal today on Apple. Boom, right to, and where does it go? Here's gap fill right here. Pretty incredible, guys. Gap fill right there. 200 moving average. Smoke signal to another institutional buyer or seller, in my opinion, at least. Let's go right to the SPY. I was saying 38 million on a day. It's just getting to be ridiculous here, guys. Floating it up on an options X week, and most likely you got a lot of people with some puts in here, and they're just getting demolished. They're just holding this thing for months. Let's open this up here. I mean, if you bought a put back here, you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go out until maybe November, maybe October. You know, I got 3 months, and look what they did to you. Jeez, that's just unbelievable. And we're still just floating on no volume. Hey, what's up, guys? Netflix just took a dump. Yeah, look at that. You know, I had that up there. I posted something on StockTwitch. It's a news-driven turd right now, but there's your oh, hold on. I'm going to Netflix. Hold on. Was it Tesla? Yeah, the market's dumped too. Markets are starting to sell, so that's why we were in shorts today. You know, everyone was ripping. Just put a short on. Yeah, no, that's good. We're short DPZ as well. Yeah, definitely hold that one. If it goes up, we're going to add more on DPZ. It's an extended pig, and eventually it's going to fall. But we just posted this one. You know, if you take the high pivot from here and the high pivot up in here, 215, you ran into the 618. 618 was at 206.69. What's the high on Tesla today? 206.66. So we missed it by a couple pennies, but nice little topping tail here intraday on volume. A nice pullback. I didn't take the trade. I would have loved to seen this gap fill, this 50 MA up in this area, but yeah, who knows with Tesla? You know how that stock works, guys. Come on. You're thinking about Tesla on the news? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the news was, to be honest with you. I'm just watching the charts. You know, we came across this pivot high. They busted it out. You know, as it was going, I don't even know. Was he tweeting, or was the news coming out, or is it out? Like I said, I have no clue. I don't follow the news really. 5 p.m. I have no idea, man. Does anybody know what Tesla? Do they have news today? I hope they do. I hope it goes right back up into the 215, or maybe the bigger area up in here. That'd be even better, right around the 220. We can add another short to that thing. But again, just let the news play out. You got earnings coming up, so be real careful, guys. Netflix dropping. Oh my God, I can't even follow. I don't even follow the news, guys. So Netflix coming in now too. Jeez. Yeah, hurry up, buy Netflix. They're being acquired by 3 companies now, or whatever. Or no, that was Twitter. Yeah, not really. It pulled back here, whatever. Someone's dumping some news out, but it's at options X week, so you'll get a little bit of that. News for Tesla, 8 o'clock, so 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock our time in Arizona. Oh gosh. Oh, better wait for the news. Well, he built a bigger and better battery, maybe. I don't know. But how's everything look on the charts? Everything coming up? I think I might be lagging today, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait a second here. Let me shut this off here. Okay. There we go. All right. SPY was pulling back a little bit. Yeah, I'm watching these markets today. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a couple things I got to do in the next 15, 20 minutes, but I thought I'd pop my ugly face on here and take a look at a couple things here. So yeah, you had the SPY, came in a double top. We started adding short. We're short the SPY again. I'm not in a huge position, but I'm going to give it a shot. As this thing's bleeding up, it's just like, come on. It's just getting ridiculous at this point. And looking at the daily too. Daily, you had a nice retrace. We're back into this high pivot. You're still below the 20 and the 50, and you know, got to give it a shot, guys. We added some to Apple, but I'll sell my Apple today. If I could get 50 cents out of that or something like that, that would be a great trade for me. I went in a pretty good size position in that one. But again, you know, just the one that's, you know, floating up. But look at this fake print, guys. That's a pretty good one. And that, you know, goes all the way down to gap fill here and stuff. That's a smoke signal, guys, from an institution to another institution. Because if I work for Goldman Sachs and you work for JPM, can I pick up the phone and say, dude, we're going to sell Apple in the next couple days, blah, blah, blah. No, that'd be insider trading, blah, blah, blah. So they send a smoke signal out. One of the market makers, they make a fake print, boom, goes gap fill, and they're showing that, there might be a possibility of this thing falling. This is my opinion, guys. This is what I've been told. If that's the truth, I don't know. But a lot of times these little prints form, and for whatever reason, next thing you know, 2-3 days later, you're right at the fake print. It's pretty amazing. So we'll see. Not that it's going to happen today, but you never know. 10-minute, we are short Apple from 117.52. If it gets a little bit lower, I think if it gets to this pivot here, maybe 117, we'll sell it, and that will be it. So give me a minute here, guys. I'll probably dump it, and then I will I'll post it on StockTwits. Something like that. I don't know. Some guy's coming at me at on StockTwits right now with everybody short in the markets and this and that. He knows a bunch of people, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe, there's no euphoria yet. But you know what? When the market's making a top like this, you get a lot of people starting to edge in because they don't know what else to do. Then you got CNBC coming in, hyping everything up. And, and that, I think there was an article out on Bank of America. They got this indicator that we got a, huge rally coming up or whatever. So you got people buying into that crap over and over. So you got to be careful with stuff like that, guys. That's why I'm adding shorts here. We added short on Apple, SPY, IWM, Facebook. We did a short swing on Hog too, Harley Davidson. I added more of Domino's Pizza, buck higher from yesterday's entry, and still short Google and a couple other ones too. Tesoro, we covered half. That one's down $1.44, but we covered half a little bit right around this area yesterday. So, but that's why I'm adding shorts, man. And like I said, if Apple continues down, if I get 50 cents on this one, that's it. I'm done with Apple. That's enough money for me, guys. Little run at CMG. See that one? I was watching that one, Brian. It's pretty incredible, man. What these go, but it is options X. Probably had a lot of people buying, options down in here. Probably puts. Oh, this thing's going to go lower, this and that. We're into a little bit of support. The support held. Right here, this double bottom here. It closed through there yesterday, but never confirmed. We got to pop up. But look where we're back into. Right back into that trend line, gap fill. So you got to really keep an eye on this one to see where this one closes. If it does close, hold on a second, guys. Apple's getting close for me. See, if the SPY starts to dump, guys, Apple will go lower. Can you check INTC? I could look at that one. But yeah, see where it's going? Right back into that upper trend line. So if it gets above that trend line, but then you still have the 382, you got the moving averages. So let's see. So let's see if they can pop this one up and keep this one rolling. Hold on, guys. Let's go back to Apple real quick. All right, here we go. We're getting close. You know what? I'm just going to cover it now. I'm not going to mess around. Well, here, let me go find it on my StockTwits. I'm trying to keep everything in order for you guys, so nobody, oh, you covered Apple? What do you mean? Hold on here. Let me find it. It's bouncing a little bit. Where are we? Let me pull up this here. So we're at 117.11 right now, so we're still floating around. Let's see if we get a little more selling in the SPY. I think this one can go a little bit lower. So I'm going to be patient with this one, see if we get a lower price. And I do like that fake print. Not that I follow them, but you got to be aware. Let's see if they take this off tomorrow, because it's on it. Let's see, is it on the weekly? Yeah, it's on the weekly too. So it's on all the time frames. So we're going to see if that sticks around tomorrow. All right, hold on a second here, guys. All right, I'm not going to do Apple yet. I like the SPY. We got below the 20 MA. It's starting to retrace. Gosh, I was waiting. My last level to add would have been right here. 200 MA. You got these pivot tops here, and options X and stuff like this. These are days you just got to add. If you're going to do 1,000 shares of the SPY, go 250, 250, 250, and then keep going. Here I would have added more. Here I would have probably added, I would have went a little more heavy on that hit. But, because these are where, you get in the double top, you start adding, come back to the pivot retrace, you start adding. Next level will be the 200 MA, maybe 215 even number if it popped through it. But you got to watch for stuff like that. And when it comes in, you take the profit. That's it. You don't mess around. You know, like Facebook, we're in short. Not a huge position, but enough. You know, if it pulls back, our average price is 130. I'm down 11 cents on it. Who cares? Even if it goes up a buck, I'm not going to worry about it too much. But SPY's coming in a little bit more. And yeah, we're back in the money on the SPY. Now watch this. So the SPY's coming in. Let's go back to Apple. Apple got a little bit of a bounce, but not sure why. Let's see. Is there anything coming in here? No, not really. SPY keeps going, Apple will go. Well, on the 60, I guess, Apple, you're running into the 50 MA here on the 60 minute. So, but you know what? Down a little bit of sideways. So I think this will come in a little bit more. I might, you know, maybe around the even number. We'll see if we cover. But if the SPY, like I said, if SPY keeps going, we'll take care of it. What was going on with HD? Options X. Shaking people up and down, trying to get them to get rid of their positions. I'm telling you. Yeah, Intel. Let's see. They had earnings. Yeah, you almost made it down here. You did hit double bottom yesterday, I believe, after earnings. I think it came down into here. But right now, just weak. You know, they had earnings, came in. You're at the 250 retrace. Let's look at it on the weekly. Yeah, there's the other reason. Look at this big inside bar. Look where we're at the bottom of that inside bar. If that inside bar cracks and you're long on Intel, you better look out because we are definitely going to go lower. Let me remove some of this stuff here. All right, let's I don't know what that thing is. All right, so we had double top up in here. Now we're into this level. This level will be pretty big, 3508. You had some support right here from this pivot when it went up and came back. Let's do a retrace. Let's try from this pivot. Let's see where we're at. Thoughts on Duncan? Yeah, Duncan earnings are coming up, so you know it's hard to say. Yeah, from this pivot to that pivot, you're in the 382. You're trying to hold the 20 MA. So on Intel, I would go to the daily. You know, I don't know if you're long or short or looking to get a position, but you're in this 382 down here. It's bouncing. You do have some support down in this area. But ultimately, if the markets start to dump and Intel starts to go, I think we're going to 3282. You know, and yes, I am bearish on these markets. I had someone comment about my video yesterday about why you're always bearish. Well, you know, I can't be bullish when stocks are at the all-time highs. When stocks run and run and run and run, you know, this is the time you would have been bullish. Why would you buy Intel when it's coming in the double top up here? You have double top, you're buying Intel at the highs, double top resistance. No, you buy it down here. There's going to be a time when I have my bull costume on, guys. But right now, I have my bear costume on. And, you know, this is typical. I mean, even Intel's coming down. And Apple's, I mean, it's only 39 cents down. But, you know, that's not good news. You know, Intel's one of the leaders in this industry. That one's going down. You got stocks like Google still going, Amazon still going, Netflix still going. I mean, at the end of the day, what do these companies really do? You know, do they, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking to myself right now, but yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, Intel, that's real. That's like, wow, you know what? That's not good. They're one of the bigger companies, you know. So, you know, at least that's my opinion, which if you ask my wife, she doesn't care. So let's go back to Home Depot. Yeah, I noticed that one. That thing was tanking in the morning. You know, but Home Depot overall, you got this big inside bar. You're consolidating sideways in a weekly manner. This one's setting up for lower prices. Again, if this thing pops up on earnings, short it. You know, if it gets back to above 138, boom, that's a short. You know, again, here's another one, just running up, running up. You know, people ask me why do you always why can't you go long? Really? Home Depot was a 20, you know, a $17 stock. I'm going to go long up here at the all-time highs. Are you nuts? I'd rather wait for stocks to go up, and they don't create anything. Exactly. You know, that's the problem here. You got all these leaders. What the hell do they do? You know, at the end of the day, what do these guys do? You know, look at Google. Oh my gosh. You know, you got to follow Apple. You got to follow JPM. You got to follow ExxonMobil. Those are the leaders. Intel is the leader in this. You know, people are Baba. Baba's the leader. Baba, what the hell did they do? I mean, I mean, really, you know, it's like Ulta. It's a cosmetic company. It went from $17 to 280, and people want to go long on that one. Are you insane? You know, but yeah, but Home Depot right now. I mean, earnings are coming up, I believe. But man, this is a weak stock. I mean, here's your trend line right up in here. You know, until it got above that. I mean, where's this thing going? You know, I don't really like upsloping trend lines up here. I rather have a downslope and have it break through. But look at this fall. Now we're setting up and we're going lower. Here's your next stop right here. And if they have bad earnings, you know, you got this, you got a gap fill, you got a gap fill down here, down right in there. And then, you know, honestly, you got this double pivot, pivot right around 109. Just like McDonald's. Everyone, oh, McDonald's, you're shorting that one, you're an idiot. You know, just like, you know, but just be careful with these. If it goes up, I'd short it. I'm not going to go long. What are you going to chase it up at the double top? Resistance? Come on, guys. You know what? I mean, you got resistance there, you got resistance there. If you put a, fib in there, you got more resistance too. Yeah, shorts are probably covering on the CMG run. That's probably helping the matter too. But you had support down there. That's the other reason why Chipotle's running a little bit. You know, and in an oversold condition. I mean, that thing fell from what, 135, 140, all the way down to or 400, whatever it was, 430. We can look at the chart of that again. But yeah, Home Depot, yeah, they're just shaking and baking everybody in this one. Let's go to the 10-minute. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, there's a lot of stocks like this. So I mean, look at that. Falls from Earth. Everybody goes, oh shit. Everyone who bought a call, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then it goes right back up and like, oh my gosh. You know, but this is a time where you would have been buying a call. I mean, there's really nothing down there. But the other one that caught my eye too. That's why options X action. Look at Baidu. Nice gap down. Now we have a bearish consolidation. We're above the MAs again, but this one's probably going to possibly move down again. You know, you got to be careful on these stocks. You know, that was another one. There's a bunch of them that just moved straight up and straight down. It was just like, holy crap, what the hell's going on? Then when you have SPY, 40 million on the SPY, they can do this stuff. The big institutions or hedge funds, you know, they can manipulate this stuff on no volume. If the SPY had 250 million on the day and we're selling massively, they're not going to be able to manipulate this stuff. This are the days with 40 million on the SPY. It's going to be one of the lightest days going into the election, you know, or into the debate tonight. You know, typical crap. So probably expect to be up tomorrow, but no, don't play that. That's only news, guys. But let's see. eBay's releasing earnings today after bell. Do you have any input on that? Yeah, it's earnings, so it's hard to say. Talk on news, roll eyes. Yeah, it's S-Books cost. Walmart, et cetera, taking profits. Yeah, you know, it's more just talking heads, just talking basically. eBay, I don't know. Let's just take a look at it. eBay 10-minute kind of chiming. Look at this. I mean, going straight up, and this gets people. Look. Oh, that was a great trade right there. Damn. Got to do this earlier in the morning. Look at that. Double top from yesterday. Nice pullback. Retraces. Let's see where it retraced to. Damn, look at that trade. See, that's why I want to do this room more. Get trades like this. Shit. Look at that, 382. So it goes right back, double top. Never makes it above. Even number. 32, 39. Yeah, not even number, but and then look at that pullback. That's a great scalp. You know, you might get 30 cents, whatever. So, but 30 cents on a couple thousand shares, boom, in and out. But right back up, pierces through the double top, gets above it, never confirmed, and right back down. Now it's consolidating. Probably another retrace back up, get all the suckers on board, and then they'll send it down again. SPY sells, guys, everything's going lower, and that will be the weeks to come. eBay, let's look at the daily. Let's see what will happen here. Yeah, I mean, this is another one. Gets right back to the top, and then it's just sitting and waiting for news. The only thing that's going to go up on news, possibly, but gosh, let's see if there's any. Let's go to the weekly. Jeez, I mean, like eBay. Would you really want to buy up here? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's the all-time highs on eBay too. Jeez, unless did they split or something? I don't even know. I mean, look at this run up. I mean, this is where you would have went long. Now it's consolidating, waiting on news. If it gets good earnings, it might go up. But if it gets good earnings, gosh, you know, if it gets back up to, you know, if it gets anywhere maybe 35 bucks, 40 bucks, if it does go up, start shorting this thing. Eventually, the markets will correct. And you know, these short-term trades will pay you. You know, but yeah, eBay, they'll have earnings. Who knows? Who knows which way they'll go? Maybe up, maybe down. You'll have some support down here at 31. But ultimately, let's see the daily. I mean, you got a nice big gap here. And you know how stocks like to fill gaps. But this does go down. You're right here, you know, you got a gap down here too as well. You have the 200 MA there. I like the 200 MA at 26. So if this thing fell, maybe in the 26, and maybe you could catch something here at gap window, 25 even number. You know, if it really fell, 25, maybe 24, maybe this high pivot here on earnings, maybe that would be a short-term scalp, you know, buy it and take the couple bucks and get the hell out. Let's look on the weekly to see if there's any more support down in there. So 20 around 25, yeah, you got the 50 MA, you got this support, yeah. So if, yeah, I mean, you got this too down here at 24. If this thing really comes down at earnings right around 24 bucks, you can maybe buy it. But again, I mean, it's still an earnings play. It could definitely go into these lower pivots here. If it goes up, I'd probably think about adding a short. That's what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm a bear, and until this market starts to rally up on volume, I'm gonna be a bear, and that's the bottom line. And I'll show you this too. And I know you guys who are here. Oh, Duncan, hold on. Hold on, Rebecca. Let's see. D, that has earnings too, though. D, what is it? DNKN. Let's see here. Retrace. Looks like the 618. Maybe the 50. Oh, look at that. 70. You know, we talk about retraces, guys. Look at this. On the bigger time frame on the weekly, where did it retrace to? Right where it started breaking down, 750. That's where it stopped. I mean, it had a heck of a run from here. IPO, I mean, even the IPO down in here. So it had a heck of a run. Nice, you know, again, look, it gets all-time highs, comes through here, and then straight back down. Catches this. I bet you if we stuck a fib here to here, this would be like the 618. Hold on there. All right, so see that. So now we retrace back up. We have this high pivot here. I mean, honestly, if it got to 56 bucks or so, maybe short it. Use the all-time high as a stop out with confirmation. That's how I would play it. You have good level here too as well. The IBB, I can do the IBB. There, but here, let's check this out. Let's just see what happens. And this is what I do, guys, all the time. I'd say the 618. That's a guess. Oh, look at that in between them. Sometimes it overshoots. There's your 618. You had a pivot here, overshot it, but look what it came into. See this high pivot here? And see all this consolidation? That's going to become support. So there, you know, there's always a reason. 618, almost to here. This is where I would have been picking it up around 35 bucks, but just didn't make it. Yeah. So right now, yeah, I think you're overextended a little bit. If this thing pops up on earnings, I think you can short it. If you're long, I'd probably start taking some off the top up here. And if it falls, if you're short, then you're probably going to hit through these, you know, moving averages. Then possibly get to these lower pivots, but you'll have to see how it reacts if it gets below this pivot here at the 49.59, and then possibly if it goes down a little bit more. But right now with earnings, you know, we'll have to see. If I do something live tomorrow, I'll bring it up tomorrow. We can take a look at it. When are they? I think it's either today or tomorrow. It's Whipsaw Wednesday too today, guys, with Options X. Let's look at the IBB. Yeah, the IBB's been a fun one today, huh? There've been we're holding support on the weekly at the 200 MA. That's what stopped this thing. You're at the 750 retrace. That's what's holding this on a weekly basis. We'll see how it closes on Friday. But the daily chart, same thing. We had a little bit of a doji, so that's telling me a little bit of a reversal. But you know, this is an ugly fall. We had nice, sloppy consolidation under the MAs coming in, but you got these two, the 50 and the 20, curling down in the price, starting to. I think we got lower prices on this one to go tonight for Duncan. Yeah, so that's a 50-50. We can look at it tomorrow. So if it pops up, then we'll see what maybe. Like I said, the all-time high would be the area to pull off if it has good earnings. You know, you could probably, you know, if you're long on that one, take off half, see if you can get a little more out of it. And if it goes down, then I don't know what to tell you. Hard to say with earnings. It's a 50-50 shot. It's like going to the casino. You know, which, you know, actually casino probably has worse odds than that. But the IBB, you're into this support down in here, right around the 267 area. That's where it's holding, but came to the 750 retrace, bounced up there. But like I said, ultimately on the weekly chart, you had the 200 moving average right down here. That's what's kind of holding it. If the markets do break down, it's probably going to go right back to the right around the 240 area, these low pivots. And if this thing actually goes up, we'll probably go right back into the 300. That's the big area. It's got to crack through that 300 area to start moving up again. Then your next area is around 340, this high pivot here where the start of the breakdown. So until it gets above here and proves it, with some, I want to see some volume pushing this thing up. Maybe you'll get some good earnings on some of these biotechs and starts pushing this. But until then, I think we're going to chop around here sideways, maybe retrace a little bit, and then probably the next leg down. But this is what's holding it up right now, guys. 200 MA, and I think let's go to the monthly. I think, was there an MA on there too? No, they're almost into the 50, right around 255. This is what I keep showing people. This is a huge bearish inside bar pattern. If this pattern plays out, we're easily going to 200, 197, and I'm thinking we're going to this pivot at 164.75. And that's if the whole markets break down and everything. On the upside, I'm thinking it's going to run out at 340, this pivot here. But we'd have to stick a fib in here, see where the fibs are as well. But again, just be careful in these markets, guys. Let me show you something. And I've been showing this a lot lately. Let's just take these drawings out. This is the SPY, guys. This is your house. This is your .com bubble. This is your housing bubble. And look what happens here. So this is the monthly charts, but they shoot it up, comes back in, chops around, one more burst, and then the fall. They bring it up, chops around, one more upside, falls. What do you think's going on here, guys? They bring it up, chops around, one more burst, boom. I don't know if it's going to happen, but let me tell you, there's only so much. I mean, this is ultimately the line that's holding this turd up right now. This is the old resistance at the high became support. And that's what's holding this. We're fading a little bit. This is a bigger time frame. SPY's going up a little bit again. What time is it? 3. The power hour. Gilead, you know how I feel about that. They've been asking me, have you looked at O'Reilly? No, a lot of those are high flyers. But on the IBB, that one, you could chop around up and down. We'll see what the news comes out. But that's the pattern I'm watching, guys. Until it gets above the 20 MA here or the 307, 308, I'm still thinking this one can possibly go down. But with the light volume, 41 million on the SPY, guys. I mean, it's pretty pathetic, if you ask me, that is. But yeah, O'Reilly's, I've been keeping an eye on those. ORLY. A couple high flyers here. Yeah, I liked it better up in this area. Came back in. We closed above it. Never confirmed on a monthly basis. But yeah, just other charts are just way overextended. I mean, this one's slowly coming in. But I guess they do a lot of stock buybacks here. So they're just buying their own stock. Every time it goes down, they just buy more of it. So I don't know. I mean, if anything, these ones, stocks like this, I'd short them. You get a move. I mean, this thing was a $19 stock in 2009. Now it's $278. I mean, really, guys, come on. You get parabolic moves like this that just keep going and going and going. These are all going to end bad. And you want to be shorting these because when this the elevator goes down, boy, it's gonna get really ugly on a lot of these. AutoZone 2, same thing. Just extended charts. Look at these. Stocks don't move up like this. This was almost like the .com era. Oh man, the 1999, 2000. Oh man, hurry up. Get up here. It's great. Now you have an inside bar monthly, chopping around on the 20 MA. All this has to do is set up, and next thing you know, it's boom, boom. Going down, $750 stock. Oh, that just drives me nuts. What else? AAP. I haven't looked at that one. AAP, is it? Yeah, see, that one's already starting to come in. Another one. I mean, this one's already doing it. Same crap. I mean, this was a $14 stock. 2009, it was a $25 stock. See how it got extended from the 20 MA on the monthly? See how right there, and then boom, right back in. Takes a couple months to do it, Remember, look at this chart, guys, all right? We always talk about these, so you can't tell me I didn't tell you so. All right, so let's look at this one. All right, extended, all right? And this is why I like NetEase. Holy crap, same chart. NVIDIA. Oh my gosh, same chart. Amazon. Holy cow, same chart. Ooh, look at that though. Amazon's coming below that line. Uh-oh. That's not good, guys. No, this one's going into earnings, so who knows? Yeah, we're right. Look at that. We're sitting right on top of that big trend line, and that big trend line comes all the way back to 2014. Let's look at Google. Let's go to the monthly. This one extended too, most likely. Monthly. Extended. Not terrible, but see how it got extended from the 20 and then it came back in, almost touched it, right back up. You know, that was one. Another one we shorted was, look at that one. Extended. There's a bunch of them. And the one that I showed too was, this was one, and I'll show it again. I know if you guys watch my videos, Skyworks. This was another one. Look at how extended it was. We shorted this thing at 112. I mean, we picked it off almost at the top. And it's on my StockTwit site. Go back in 6/1 or right when I joined it. Actually, yeah, I don't know exact date. This is the month. But right in June, right when I joined it, we posted this trade. Everybody laughed. Look at that thing. But that's how you got to find extended charts like this. Eventually, they will come in. You know, you got BABA. That's why everyone's like, yeah, maybe they go up on earnings, but look at that extension. I hope it goes up on earnings. If it goes up on earnings, I'll be adding more to my short. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, USO. More news-driven stocks. You know, not Netflix. They're all news-driven at this point. Just send out some news, get on CNBC, and stock will go higher. It's going to be great. And then as soon as you talk about it all day long, the small retail traders will hop on board, and when their small retail traders are hopping on board, the big freaking guys are selling into they're distributing in your face. That's what they're doing. Why would smart money selling at the highs? They're not accumulating at the highs. I mean, right here on BABA, this is where when it came in the double bottom right here, $60 or so, that's where you start going long on BABA. You don't start going long up here. Are you nuts? Let it pull back, let it retrace, and then go long if you really have to do it. Let's go to the USO. USO, same crap. You know, let's throw out some more news. Inventory numbers, this and that. But we came right back in the double top. The 1166 area, the 750, had a nice bearish consolidation. I mean, it was still macro bull, but micro bear, and they did pop it up, trying to get it above this area. You know, they're going to do anything to get it back to 12 bucks. Gets to 12, I'll be adding more short. It's just the way it is, guys. StockBookie should be short bookie. But no, it's like this one. It's like, if you're oil comes up, everyone chases it, pulls back. Gosh, if it would have went to this trend line, maybe. But then the news comes out, goes right back up. And where are we at? We're right back down. We're right back up where we broke down. Look at the weekly. I mean, maybe it has more upside, but it depends how much more news they can throw out there. I don't play the news, so if they want to do that, great. I'll be waiting around. But until we close above the, this 1166 area or this high pivot on this 2 weeks ago candle, then maybe more upside. But let it go up to 12, and 1245 is my last area. That's where I'll be adding more. That was the old gap fill. That's where we shorted it last time. We shorted it, covered. Shorted it, covered half, and now we're starting to add again. The half that we covered down here, we're starting to slowly add and get it back. Why not? Looks like the SPY's, everyone's buying. It's 3 o'clock time frame again. They got everyone conditioned to buy, on 42 million. Or did they have news or something? That's why the SPY's going up. But yeah, right now, if you're short this one, great. If you're long, start to protect. If you're long, you might get to 11.99, maybe the 12.47 number. If it goes up into there, definitely start taking some profits, or at least tighten up your stop just in case it comes in. These are one of those days where all of a sudden you're going to wake up and the thing's going to gap down on us, and whatever. Saudi Arabia gave them the middle finger, Putin lying, and whatever other news are throwing out at there. get these things going again. And Twilio pulled back too, 168 down. Looks like Nettie's is trying to catch a little bid. And Alta, they're trying, you know. Alta came back down and trying to bounce again, get everybody in Alta again. Gilead, we did this one. Yeah, it's still falling. I mean, here's your area. We broke through it weekly. Gilead's getting ugly. Yeah, Gilead's setting up. You got the moving averages curling down. We talked about this one yesterday. You blow all the moving averages on the daily, on the weekly. And I'm telling you, you know, less on earnings it pops. We're going right here, 65.87, and we're going 63.69. That's the area. If this goes on earnings, it could pop up. If it pops up, depending where it goes, I'll be shorting it. Maybe let it go up a little higher. We'll see. You know, we'll see when the day comes. I don't know when they have earnings, so we'll want to reevaluate that one. But right now, it's just looking weak. You got 3 weeks down. There's really no support down in here other than coming, you know, maybe $70 even number that you might catch some there. Let's go to the monthly. Let's see if there's anything there. Yeah, monthly, we're below the MA here. I mean, it's, yeah, you're looking at that pivot. Right around 63.69, 65.87. Gosh, SPY's getting another bid. Unbelievable. This is just the resilient market guys on the light volume. So be careful if you're short. Just know your size position, and just know when your stop out is as well, or how much pain you can possibly take. But moves like this, you know, it's here we go again. 42 million. It's pretty sad. But that's Gilead. Yeah, be careful with that one. I mean, that came up. That's fallen from a high pivot too. Consolidated and just pretty much came down. You know, but these retraces were great. Retrace short, retrace short. It was rinse and repeat on this one. Draghi news leak crap. Oh, maybe. Yeah, but they're going to keep stimulating too. Japan's on QE 27. Europe's about to implode. You know, they keep giving more money to Greece and everybody else, and they're all just like, yeah, everything's great. Don't worry. Did you add more to the Netflix short? Nah. I don't even know. I did a bunch of trades today. You know what? Did I add more to that? I honestly don't even know. I added about 7 trades today. I would have to look, to be honest with you. I'm on a different computer right now. The other computer is where all my positions are. So I honestly don't know. Did I post anything? If you look at my Twitter page, I might have. It's been a long day, guys. I had a lack of sleep. One of my kids are still sick, so it's been a little bit brutal here. I'm a little bit brain dead today, so bear with me. God, I don't think I did though on Netflix. You know, let's see. I could look real quick. I'm so busy scalping and doing other stuff. I did add to my price line short. We did cover at 1430.93. We went short again at 1473.03. So we gained, I don't know, almost 40 bucks on that trade, 45 bucks. And if it goes down again, we'll cover it again. We'll just keep rinse and repeat. DPZ, we added more at 164.05. The USO, yeah, USO, we added more at the 1174 at the next pivot. Goldman Sachs, we added more short at 175.62. Netflix, yeah, Netflix we did 120.98. We started to add at 119.65, and then we added more at 120.98. And those trades are on Twitter. So we're still in it. And you know what? There's room to add more too. Like I said, I got 2 accounts. These are my swing trades. Then I have more of a short-term trade on my intraday scalping account. And we added more HOG too. HOG, Harley Davidson too. And then we covered half of ISRG. We went short 725.55 after hours on the earnings report, or we added more because we were already short. And then we covered it at 682. So that was a nice drop on that one as well. And at ISRG, we don't have huge positions in these, but enough, you know what? You know, like I tell everybody, even if you had a couple hundred shares in this, or let's even go less, even 100 shares on this, you're going to drop from 725 to 682. That's a hell of a trade. And then if it goes up, you can always add more. You're not going to get your butt kicked. Now, if you go 1,000 shares on this, then you're taking some risk on. But you do a couple hundred shares, 200 shares, 300 shares, it's not anything brutal. You know, I mean, it is, but, you know, on something like this, if you can handle 100 shares, that's great. You just got a great trade in there. Yeah, ISRG, Vail. But Vail, let's see here. Sorry, I'm hopping around here, guys. Facebook, OP, fiddling while Rome burns. Yeah, right. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, I did add more to Netflix. I did a lot of trades today and added more. So I was like, wait a minute, when did I do that? Let's go to Vail though. Vail. Let's see what this is. So you got a high pivot here. Do they have earnings or something coming up on Vail? Does anybody know? But right now, you know, you had a pretty good move up. We moved into double top up into this area. They pulled it back, nice retrace. Now they're running it back up, possibly into earnings, but it's a $5 stock, so it's hard. 12 million traded. Yeah, I don't know if I could do anything with this. These low ball stocks. Yeah, I mean, there's your level. I mean, if it breaks through that high pivot there or the trend line, you could possibly go up. But if you're long on this one on Twitter, so I sent you a follow request. Okay, I can add you to it. But yeah, I mean, if you're long this one, yeah, you hold it. You're above the MAs. It's not bad. It's sort of some sloppy bullish consolidation, but you know, coming down and sideways, that's slightly bearish consolidation. But overall, you're above the moving averages. So if you get above this trend line, above this high here, 625, you could possibly go to $10, maybe. You know, you got this high. Well, you got the high pivot there too. So you're going to have some people taking some profits here. Let's just do a quick retrace. I want to see from this pivot. See here. Yeah, there's a 618 right there. So if this does some, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a news-driven stock or what have you, if this thing pops up, you can maybe get to 10. That's a 618. But if you get to 10, I'd be taking some off. You do have a gap fill up in here too as well, around 12. But I don't know if this is a news-driven stock or what this thing actually does or what it is. But at this point, it's not bad. You're above the moving averages. Let's look at the monthly to see what's going on here. Monthly, yeah, you know, it's a bottom feeder play. You know, it's slightly, yeah, I see how you came in a double bottom here. So yeah, honestly, that's not bad. That's where you would have bought it right here. See where it IPO'd here, the lows. So you would have picked it up around $2. That's the spot you would have did it. Double bottom into this support down in here. This is kind of chasing, but honestly, it could move up into the $10 area if you're long. If you're short, just be careful because you could go right back down really, really quick. Facebook. Yeah, I'm in a short-term trade in Facebook where our average price is 130. So we're upside down a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it. If anything, I'll cover it before earnings. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And I'm going to swing trade too in Facebook as well. But that one I can withstand some. I'm not in a full position. So my full position, guys, are 10% of my total portfolio. That's it. Period. So know when you're going into these trades, if you have $1 million portfolio, you have $100,000 to play with. So, you know, you start going at 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. And you get a pullback on, you know, a $50,000, you know, dollar trade, you get 5%, 10%. That's a pretty good trade there. Twitter. Hold on here. I got a notification here. Adding more to, okay. But yeah, if you want to follow me account, do a request, San, and or send me an email. Let me know what your handle is, so I can bring you in there. So most of my swing trades are on there. I don't post everything, guys, but I have a lot of stuff on here. If you're following me on Twitter, you're taking my trades, adding like I do, know your position, you're making money. We covered a bunch on last Thursday, bunch of shorts, and now we're starting to add again. That's what we're trying to do here. Because if we wake up one day, markets are tanking. That's the kind of move we want to be in. So when the markets tank, they tank. They go down faster than they go up. Let me tell you. Facebook, yeah, Facebook again, just another extended chart. I mean, this one, maybe on earnings it pops up, but right around one, it needs to get through 132 first. And then I want to see confirmation maybe on a weekly basis, because if it pops up, I'm not going to believe it because it can come right back in. You know, that first pop up on earnings sometimes is the head fake. They get everyone on board and then boom, it goes down. Remember Apple at 700, guys, when they were hyping that one? Went down to 350. We were shorting Apple at 705, 704. That was another one. You're short an Apple. You're an idiot. They just upgraded this thing to 1,000. You're going to get your butt kicked. And then next thing you know, it fell. We didn't ride it to 350, but what a freaking butt slacking, let me tell you. No, I don't have a membership. Maybe one day. This takes a lot out of me, guys. I mean, I love this stuff. I love going through charts. I like talking to everybody. And, you know, because I can't keep an eye on everything. I have about 500 stocks that I watch. You know, I go through every day, look for pattern setups and just to see, you know, what's going on. And maybe one day, I don't know, if I get enough people asking me, you know, why not? You know, if I could get paid for doing this too. And actually, if I get money, you know, on a monthly basis, that's more money I can put in my account. So it wouldn't hurt either way. But no, I don't have anything right now. But I do have a website, but there's nothing on it. It just says, hey, follow me, and, you know, hopefully I can help you make some money. But I just love doing this stuff. And, you know, there's been some more people asking. We'll see. You know, I can't rule it out. Why not? But if I do it, you know, it might be, you know, 40 bucks a month, 45 bucks a month. We'll do some live stuff. We'll do some trades. I'm not going to charge an arm and a leg. Again, if everyone's following me, that's my mom. So she might be, there might be a stock that's cranking right now. Let's see, SITW. No, but to answer your question, maybe one day. We'll see. You know, that's just too much. And I actually have to be here all the time, James. And then you guys are, you know, what? Let's do a live thing. Come on. You know, so it's easier when it's on my time. But, you know, I can't rule it out. Who knows? SCLA, or wait, no. SLCA. Stretch. Nah, you want it. This was stretched right here. That's where you would want to see that one. That's a great example too. That's a stretch job. Now, I mean, it is getting stretched. Don't get me wrong, but I would like. All right, here, I'll tell you the area on this one. Good call on this one. Keep your eyes on this one, guys. Write this one down. Well, 618. I'd like to see it in this breakdown bar right here. Maybe 62.94. But this isn't bad right here, guys. But you got the 50 even number. You got, you know what? Let's, hold on. Well, what's the volume? $1 million on the day. So the volume's not terrible. Do they have earnings or anything, or going to have earnings? You have a little topping tail on the day. And, you know, that's not a bad short area right on this one. Anybody knows when earnings are on this one? SLCA? Not bad. Nice run up too. But it's not straight. It's getting there, because you got to look on this time frame too. See on the weekly time frame as well. See how it's getting stretched on the weekly. Not as bad as the monthly, but as soon as it gets stretched, I would say I would like to see it around the 58.29. Maybe when nothing much to do. We need mom on the audio feed. Yeah, exactly. She would laugh. She laughs. I'll call her back and show. So 11.3 on this one. So coming up. Gosh, I would let this one, see if this thing can run up into earnings or pop on earnings, and then I would probably short it. If it got up into here, you know, this is why I like shorting too, guys. If this thing actually pops up into here, you can use the all-time high as a stop out, and if you get a close above it, that's it, done, out. Easy trades. Why would you want to chase this thing long? This is where you would have been going long. You have double bottom, retraces up, comes back in the double bottom. That's when you would have bought this one. Why would you buy up here? So I had somebody, like I said, you're always short these stocks. Well, yeah. Well, how in the world can you buy something when it's already had a $40 run, $50 run? I'm going to buy it up here because some talking head says, oh, this has room to run. No. Charts are easy to follow because it's pretty much my opinion still. But, you know, you have to learn how to read these things. You know, kind of like Twilio. That was another one. Yeah, but right now, yeah, this one, I like that setup, monthly chart. I'd like to see it a little more stretched. Yeah, that's, you know, there's not a lot of data on these charts either. It's relatively new. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Comes in, little small retrace, gets all the suckers on board, dumps it out. Everyone who was, you know, trying to go long, buying the dip, they all sold down in here. Actually, right here, you see all the volume down in here. So they shaked everybody here, got everyone to chase, shook them out one more time. Now everyone who's like, oh my gosh, this thing's going, I'm just going to buy it up here. So then they're chasing it up here, and it's probably almost ready. Let's look for some more volume too. Let's look for a nice blow off top with some volume, and then boom, maybe right back down. Yeah. All right, let's see. Which one? MCD. Gosh, that one's getting killed. We were short that one, and it just keeps going down. Our last position we covered was right around 113.50, but we were short from like 128, 129. That's when I had a debate against the guy on StockTwits. You're short in McDonald's, you're an idiot. And I said, dude, it's going to be $100 stock soon. There's no way in hell. Well, it's almost there. They have bad earnings. Earnings are when? Thursday or something? If it pops up on earnings, short it. If anything pops up on earnings, guys, short it. That should be my saying. That's my catchphrase. If it pops up on earnings, short it. But that's that's what you have to do. And it comes in, take the damn profit. Don't wait around for it to come back up in your face. Let's see. MCD. We can look at that. I don't want to look at that one because we were short. Yeah, you're actually catching. You're catching the 50 or the 20 MA on the monthly. So this thing could bounce. But is that coincidence, guys? So they dump it out all the way into big support on the monthly chart right before earnings. I mean, so if this thing, so you know there's going to be some technicians buying down in here. Uh-oh, maybe there's a fire sale. No. Actually, I get hedge funds calling me and financial guy. I do all these financial surveys, so I get all these guys calling me, and they call me and hey, I got the best stock ever. So they don't know who I am. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's pull it up on the chart. And then I got guys like this one. Let's go back to that one. We'll look at the MCD in a minute. So I'll get a broker call. That was a broker actually. I got the next best stock. It's S. You got a pencil? SLCA. And they'll be like, this one's this, or this is news, and these guys insider buyers, blah, blah, blah. And I say to the guy, it's like, do you know what chasing is? Well, yeah. And I'm like, well, isn't that chasing on this stock? Why weren't you calling me when it was 1361? I said, because, this thing's been running up. And I said, well, we got the double top right into the 618. I said, you got the chart up? Well, I don't really look at the charts. And then, well, what do you look at? I don't know. Well, that's what the guy said in the back room. And it's like, really? So it's just like a total pump up on these stocks. They get all these brokers calling and all these suckers buying. And next thing you know, it hits resistance and boom, right back down. That not to get off the subject, but that was a broker calling me. So don't listen to those guys either. Some of them do know. And actually, it's funny. I have some that call me and just ask me for my opinion. And I actually cut them all off because I told them, I said, you want my opinion? You need to pay me. And they don't call me anymore. I said, it's like a broker calling me, or I'm calling a broker and getting free advice, and I don't give them any money. Do you think they'd keep calling me and talking to me? Hell no. But it's funny though, because a lot. And I'll tell you another story on Himax. That was one. A broker was he was ready to dump, and I told him to hold, and it was the best move ever. And he still calls me today, but I keep telling him, you need to cut me a check, man. I'm not giving you any more trades. He tries to get stuff out of me, but no more for that guy. So right now, McDonald's right into the 20 MA. It could bounce here. Let's put a wider Fibonacci on this one here. Yeah, let's see where we're at. Yeah, coming into the 5-0 retrace. I'm still thinking if this had, we'll probably have good earnings because Americans are pigs and we like that fast food morning breakfast. Tesla, yeah, look at that. We had the 618. I posted that one up. That was my first area of resistance, and there it goes. Damn, we had a nice topping tail too. But with the news and everything, I couldn't step up to the plate. No way. After when you hit it, and then next thing you know, Tesla's up $30, and you're like, holy crap, what just happened to me? But I guess 100 shares, 200 shares. Well, I guess let's see. So that would have been 206. Now it's at 203. So even 100 shares would have gave you $400. So I mean, that was kind of worth the risk. But yeah, so McDonald's, you're into monthly support. You're coming into the 5-0 at 110. You're going to have the even number support as well. Daily chart, let's look at that. I know daily was looking ugly. Yeah. Yeah, here's your big area, 109. Then you got the gap right here. And ultimately, it's going to come down to gap fill right here, 102.69. I got to find that guy I was telling this thing was coming back to 100. The reason why 100, you got a big gap fill right here too. Boom! Look at that. So look what happened here. So we were shorting as it was going up, 125 pivot. I think 128 we added, 130 even number, pulled back. I believe we covered half, shot back up. We started adding again. This one we did, I would have to look back exactly what we did. Came back in, fell. We retraced back up, added more shorts again. It was just epic. We added, covered, added, covered, added, covered. And then when it rolled down here, we took the last part because we had this pivot down in here. We had these, these two pivots. And even at 115, that was an area as well. But we just covered that one, gosh, I think last week or so, maybe a week or two ago. That's on Twitter too as well. But yeah, McDonald's, be careful. It's breaking down. Those Egg McMuffins just aren't holding this thing up anymore. And then what was this one? The cheese fries, the garlic fries, the all-you-can-eat fries. It was like, oh my gosh. But this would have been the part to right calls right here. Right calls right here. Stuff like that. But yeah, it's holding on. But these big red bars coming in on a daily basis, not good. Not good for this guy. But again, earnings, if it pops up, I would short it. If this thing drops, I would cover the short. If it gets to $100 or so right in there, 104.67, you have the 618. So you're going to have some support right here around 110, but we'll see how it reacts on earnings. There goes Tesla. Let's pull it up. Thoughts on CMG? CMG. Hey, it's up 12 now. I think they did another mailing with free food. Come in, buy one, get 3 free. Hopefully on the 4th one you don't get poisoned. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. We'll see it. Hold on here. CMG. You know what? I don't mind this. Hold on. Ooh, I like that. You had a nice, all right, look at this, guys. All right, so you come back in, you retrace down, chops around. Now it's going up. You have a little bit more volume. You got a little volume on that. This could be it for this one. If you want to short this one, give it a shot. Don't load the boat. It's at 406.35 right here. That's not a bad retrace here. Hold on. Let's go back. If you want to do it, Just go lights. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a bullish pattern. If it gets above, if it starts getting to the 408, 409, then you're probably going to have to stop out. But this isn't a bad area. It needs to get through. Hold on. Let's go back to the 10. Hold on here. Yeah, this is nice. Where's time's up on this one? Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad topping tail with a little bit of volume. Put it this way. You could go short here. If it gets above this topping tail and closes on a 10-minute basis, you get the hell out if you want to play it that way. But you had resistance there. You had a little bit of a tail here. But again, I don't know if this thing's moving up on news. It had a nice push up. It is options X, so it is a little bit tough trade. But at this point, I think this is the end of the road for this one. But you still have this move up here at the 382 as well. But if you wanted to short it, give it a shot. It's up to you guys. I'm not taking it. I got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to put on my, see if anyone's listening to me here. Anybody take this trade? See 100 going through. Couple more here. It's pulling back a little bit. But, yeah, not bad. Gosh, if I didn't have somebody out there right now. I mean, I still have some left in the barrel here, let me tell you. But I put out a bunch today, so it's like, I'm just going to slow it down now, guys. Slow it down. Win 2. All right, so that one. So at that line, 406.35. Pulling back. Still pulling back. Let's go to, I see win 2. Hold on here. Win, let's see, yeah, same thing. Look at that. So they popped it up through that high. Same crap. This is, they popped it up, never closed, never confirmed. But look at that, volume 2. Win could be done too here too. Hold on, let's go to the 60 real quick. Yeah, 60. We're above the 50 MA. Shit. Yeah, we can. Well, we barely confirmed above the 50. So this one still could. Yeah, this one still can possibly go to gap fill. Maybe. This one had a nice little run today. That maybe was China. Oh, China data maybe. China's all fixed again. So Chipotle's popping up again a little bit. Yeah, tough trade. So we're still in the light volume. End of the day, that's why it's but Chipotle, yeah, I wouldn't mess around with that one, or I wouldn't hold overnight. If you get a buck or two out of it, just pull it off. You get above that candle high, you just say thank you. I gave it a shot. But yeah, I mean everything's just starting to float up. Even Baba's positive now. Netty's trying to claw its way. Alta actually made it positive. Gosh, unbelievable. Home Depot's positive now. Boy, Halliburton's coming in a little bit. Spy's just holding on. Apple's still at 117.15. I might hold on to that. We'll have to see at the end. Next week earnings on CMG. Oh, geez, look at Tesla. So went up. There goes wind. I like that. I like that topping tail. Let me tell you, that's not bad. You got good volume too. That tells me that's almost the end of the road there. And then you have this high pivot, never closed above it, never confirmed. All right, so let's keep an eye. So that's would have been a good short here on Win. Let's see what Chipotle's doing. That's still chopping around a little bit. What else? What else do we look at? What about Facebook? Is that's still holding on here? Unbelievable. All right, so Chipotle's coming in a little more. There goes Win. Win's coming in a little bit more now. Not bad. And this is why I would have liked the tail have been a little bit longer and going into some resistance rather than the double top, but it's not a bad trade. It's still a tough trade going into this area. I mean, you know, you got this, you got the 96.47 gap fill, but hey, it's working out. This is stuff that if I ever did a room, this is stuff I would be doing, you know. I'd be all over that, but let's see. So 72, 57. So pulling back, okay. This is what this, I mean, we were a little bit late. I would love to see a retrace on that tail and then take it. Coming in here is a little bit tough. Chipotle's coming in a little bit more. So if you're in this trade, you know, I don't know how much you have, but if you have a couple thousand shares, you know, get ready. If you have 100 or so, you know, let it come in a little bit more. Let's see if we could get it down to maybe this high pivot here, maybe around 404.45 or so. Wind's starting to buy. And then the other thing too, guys, if the SPY starts to sell off a little bit, these just coming out a little bit more as well. So you got to keep an eye on that too. You know, keep an eye on the overall, you know, markets as well, the SPY, the IWM. I have one screen on my setup that everything I have is, I have IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IBB, the SPY, the USO, the ExxonMobil, Apple, and JPM. So I can keep, you know, if I'm in a trade like this, if I'm short on a trade, I want these markets to pull back to enable that trade to pull down a little bit more. One thing, we do have resistance up here. We have a little bit of tail on a little bit of volume, but you know, if the markets are going straight up, you're going to get a short-term pullback and it's going to rip in your face and take off. So what we want to see is the SPY and everything start to dump here, and that will help our case, you know, to get you know, maybe a buck or two out of this one. But you know, you take 100 shares here, you get $3-4 bucks, $400. You might be in it for 20 minutes. You know, I don't know too many people who I know I'm looking at that one with Tesla. It's such a, you know, let's go back to Tesla. You can buy the, maybe get more buy the dippers in here now. But let's go to the 60. Let's see what's on the 60. Yeah, see, 6,200 MA. It's always a reason, guys. So it's chopping around pretty good though. We have a little bit, not a topping tail, but see that you have support down in here. You have support, and every time it pulls back, you get more people buying. It's the cult stock. It's like Apple, guys, or it used to be like Apple. Apple goes down $3, everyone buys, goes straight up. And now everyone's a little bit unsure about Apple now. All right, Wind's pulling back still. Chipotle's being a little pig, but Chipotle's a light volume stock, so it's a little bit tougher to scalp. You have a little more manipulation in there. And when you have a wider, you know, bid and ask, you know, you got a little more manipulation in the price, as much as they can manipulate it. Yeah, Tesla right back up. It's amazing. All right, let's look at UNH. Let's go monthly. Yeah, a little bit stretched. You're right back into the highs again. Until it gets above that high right here. Until it gets above this. And it might break out. Let's see on the daily. So you're at the all-time highs. Yeah, look at that. So that's a double top. Look at that. See how it's like, oh, let's do it. Oh my gosh, it's breaking out. Hurry. And then right back. So so maybe they had news, maybe they had some earnings or something, but everyone who's thinking about getting in here, oh my gosh, it's about to break out, and then right back. So if this one continues down, might have a little doji on this one, maybe. We'll have to see how it works out, but yeah, this is one too extended. If it pops up on earnings, you know the saying, guys, if it pops up on earnings, what do? Short it. Oh man, I got to get a shirt or a hat or something. And then when you guys see I'll come in live, I'll be like, what do you do when it pops through the highs at earnings? Short it. So, but again, I'll have my bull costume on, guys. When here, hold on, UNH. Let's go weekly. Let's see what it does on the weekly. Same thing, yeah, you got a little consolidation, retraces back down, comes into the double. So retraces back down. We catch this little bit of consolidation, pops back up, pops back down, comes into double bottom, and then takes off. So I don't know if they had earnings or something, but maybe they might have. But until it gets above that high, the 144.55, and closes. But then on a weekly basis, I want to see some follow through and close higher above this wick. Then maybe. Yeah, Tesla's holding on. Win's holding on. CMG's trying to come in. If anybody shorted Win or CMG, hold on to those. SPY's coming in a little bit more. IWM as well. Dow's coming in a little bit. IBB just, man, that was some options X shaking and baking today. IBB, unbelievable. I mean, look at this. Gaps up, crashes, gaps it right up. And, these are probably all good retraces too. But with the light volume, yeah, look at that. That's a great short right there too. Man, see, that's another one. Look at that. Got all these moving averages, all this 750. Look at that pullback. Comes back in, retraces, comes back in, retraces, comes back in, and now it's coming back in again. Jeez, that's just like wow. That's like a scalper's dream right there. If you have the balls to do it, a lot of people. Netflix books here at the end of the day. November strike. That's a tough one. I mean, just be ready to add more. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad trade, not at all. But if this thing sits up here, for another week or two, that thing's going to be gone. Maybe go December. But yeah, I know what you're looking at. But the puts are depleting right now. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean, it's not bad for me. I'd do shares, so at least you could get away with it. Because if it does deplete, it could stay up here for a month. Jay, and then you know what's going to happen there. Maybe go out one more month. I'd even maybe go out into January, because if they raise rates in December, I think it's going to be over for these markets. Whenever they do, the markets are going to tank. They might not tank on the day of the announcement, but they want free money policy forever. Yeah, will you take a picture with you in a bull costume? Yeah, maybe. Like I said, my bull costume's in the closet, guys. One day I will have it on. Let me tell you, we have it on occasionally. We did take a win trade a long, long time ago, and a lot of people call me crazy, but it was coming into like $52 area, and I was telling them $52, that's the level, and it was probably like at $70, and then it was at 60, then it was at 52, and I was like, here it is, here it is. It went from $52 in 6 days. It shot up to like $77. And everybody was like, wow, that was a great trade. You actually took something long. Yeah, I'll take something long any time of the week if it's a good setup. I don't care. That's a bull or bear. Don't give a shit. Here, I'll show you that trade. Where was this? Right there. Hold on. Let's see if I get it. But yeah, I mean, I had it. I don't know if I can show. I don't know which area it was, but where is this? That was it right here. 52 was my area. Tell me if that wasn't a hell of a bounce. Look at this thing coming down too. I mean, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, it stalled out. And this was, I'll never forget this. So we got in a huge position on this one, huge. And my buddy that I was helping trading, that night they had some Macau news, and it was great. It was good news, or no, it was bad news. And he texted me like at 11 o'clock at night. He's like, "Did you see the Macau news? We're in deep shit. We're gonna get killed. I can't believe we took this trade." It was a huge trade, guys, massive. I'm not even going to say how big it was, but and I was like, oh, geez. I'm like, go back to bed. We're going to be fine. And look what this thing did. It was epic. And I don't know what the reason was. I don't know if that's why I was trying to look back. I don't know if it was gap fill. Let me see if I could find something here. Let me see if I could go back. Oops. But yeah, that was and like I said, I'll find them. I'll find the trades. It's got to be a reason. Let's see. So 52 bucks. Let's go back. There's nothing here. Oh. Yeah, right there. There's your pivots. Pivot, and you had a gap fill right here. All right, now let's go. Let's go back where we took the trade. And I think there was another reason too. I'd have to open up some more. Look at that. I mean, you couldn't call it. And look, it did the same thing down here. Right back to that area and blast off, retrace, blast off. I mean, there's a time to go long, there's a time to go short. And do you buy long up here? No way. This is Steve Wynn that took a big stake. I don't even know. No, this was just a gap fill play. I think there was a moving average here too as well or something. Hold on, guys. I think I'm going to take my Apple off. I'm up almost 50 cents on it. What else here? Chipotle came down a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, look at that. They chopped around right back into that same flipping area. And then I don't know if we went long again, but we were long here. And look at that. I mean, it bounced up to 76 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Yeah. And I think we pulled it off at the 20 MA right around 64. So, and it still went up. It was like, holy crap, look at this thing. And I don't even know what it was. It was just an oversold condition. I mean, look where this thing came down. I was saying when it was up around, I think it was right when it was consolidating right in here. If this thing falls and it goes straight down to 52, we're taking that trade. Boom. In the stock, Steve Wynn, yeah. But you have no idea how much we made on this trade. You wouldn't. Your head would pop off. But I was consulting a couple guys that they had some high net worth, and it was pretty good. Except they were tough to deal with. Tough people to deal with. These rich guys, but real nice guy. We had a good relationship, but I just couldn't do it anymore. Not when like this trade here. I send out a trade alert. Right on this move here. I did the trade, but right calls. The thing comes down, crashing down, and right here we covered them. I sent an email to say, hey, let's cover that trade, cover those calls, or sell the calls, cover them, whatever. We wrote calls, so. And I didn't take that trade. I don't like that one. It's like, what? Kidding me? Like that I'll never forget it. These were $17 right up here. They went to like $3 down in here. $3. That was a hell of a, oh my gosh. And there are so many other ones that I just can't even, I can't even throw out there. Let's put it that way. So anyways, what's the ticker symbol of the stock you're talking about now? Win. Win was the one. I was just showing a trade that we did. I was telling everybody that I do go long once in a while. Just not now. NVIDIA and BBA. Market's almost closed though, guys. Let's see. Apple's at 117.04. Gosh, if the market could pull back a little bit more, I'd love to see that. Yeah, NVIDIA, same thing. We showed the monthly chart on this one. Yeah, win. That was funny. Great trade though. That's the trades like that I love. When you do a counter trend trade, everyone's selling and we're going long. Just here's all I have to show you on NVIDIA. If it pops up on earnings, short it. Period. That's it. You're stretched. Eventually, it will come back. It will come back just like all the other pigs that are stretched. Netties, all of them. They're all going to come back eventually. I promise you, when the markets come in. Data. Yeah, I think waiting on data. Is that what you're saying? Grandma's waiting on data. The beige book, guys. The beige book. The funny thing is I haven't heard about the beige book in years. And I talked to what happened to the beige book? And all of a sudden, pop goes the weasel. Yeah, I can't read it too, exactly. It's the beige book. It's kind of like OPEC. If you're trading in the last 5-6 years, you didn't hear anything about OPEC. Anything. And it's like, what? And all of a sudden, OPEC meetings coming up. And then like the beige book, that disappeared. I remember that 6, 7 years ago. The beige book. Oh my gosh. And all of a sudden it was just like, where's the beige book? No word about that anymore. And all of a sudden it's the beige book again. You know, it's just funny. But data, yeah, data's out of data. I mean, we're holding these pivots here. We went over this one. I think that when they had earnings, I mean, it was like freaking lights out. They don't have a lot of data on this chart, so I can't really. Let's go through the daily just to see. Yeah, we had a nice pop up, nice retrace, and they dumped it right back. What, news or something on this one? Did they have earnings today? Earnings maybe? So they did a gap and crap on everybody. Typical gap and crap, guys. Get everybody up on the news. Woo, yeah, everything's great. And then all the big institutional money gets in and dumps in your face. Look at that, 618. You have this the 20 moving average. I would have loved the 54 up in here. That's the daily. Did they have earnings? Anybody know? Data or any news or something? Look at that. They pop it up. Damn. We have a big fake print though on the 10-minute. That one led up to there. Oh, maybe. Okay, that was the fake print. That's why it went all the way up there. Okay. So that was just a print out of order. That was a smoke signal. So this one could possibly go up. To buy them up. No way. Are you serious? Oh, I can't even. That's why I don't even listen to anything anymore, guys. Holy crap. Weren't they buying Twitter or something or Disney or what? You can't even make this crap up anymore. Like Google, I'm sure someone's going to upgrade them. I'm sure Netflix, someone's going to upgrade them this week. I can't even. This stuff just drives me crazy sometimes. Let's look at CMG again, though. All right, guys. If someone shorted this thing, it's still going. Win too. I hope so. I didn't take that or win, but did anybody take these? If you did, I want a tip. They're not buying anything. Yeah, you know, it's all news. It's options X, guys. Rallying up and then dumping in their face, you know. So if you're short this one, protect it. 406.39. You're up a buck already. You know, if you have 100 shares, it's $100 in a couple, 20 minutes. That's not bad. Facebook will go to 150. Nah, maybe. We'll see. Great. Let it go to 150 because you know why, Andy? I'll be waiting at the top to short that thing. Let it go to 200. I'd love to see 200. Again, what does Facebook do again? Explain that to me. Kind of like Google, kind of like Amazon, kind of like Netflix. You know, kind of like a lot of these companies. Baidu, Baba. It's all, just underestimate it and watch it go up. Get all the analysts talking heads again. So if you're in Chipotle, protect it. If you did take the win trade, win's coming in real nice off the little topping tail. That one's pulling back real nice. I would love to have seen the retrace and then the fall. So I'm not in these. With 76, you got maybe 30 cents off this thing. No, 20, almost 25 cents. You don't want to short money? Well, I don't know. I'll short it when the time's right. It's a 50-50 shot. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. But Facebook at the highs, I don't know. I wouldn't be going long. That's me. But all right, well, win still coming back. So if you're short this one, start putting a stop in there. Let's see here. CMG's holding up. CMG pulled back a little bit more. So if you're short this one, protect it. SPY's coming in a little bit. Yeah, let's see. What do we have? Yeah, it's the last 10 minutes. And that's it. So I want to see what JPM's coming in. Exxon's coming a little bit more. I'm trying to make a decision here, guys, if I'm just going to cover my Apple or hold on to it. I got about 40-something cents out of it right now, so I'm just looking at these other ones. All right, if you're in CMG, protect it. That's it. Andy, don't mention my mom in this room. I will block you. And if you were here, I'd punch you in the face, to be honest with you. Just saying. All right, let's see here. SPY's coming in a little bit more. Chipotle, what about Win? Win's caught a little bit of a bid. Yeah, not too much going on. Yeah, see how this inside bar, though? This inside bar, you're going to have a little bit of support down in here around the 95.46 area. Let's see here. 117.08 on Apple. Spy's pulling back a little bit, though. Nothing crazy. But still, 49 million on the day, guys. Jeez, that's just sad. Sad. But, you know, guys, there's a couple action here. Let's see. Chipotle's coming in a little bit more. If you short that one, probably cover it. We're going into the end of the day. You know, if you did take that one, win two, just take it off the table. You know, you can I wouldn't hold it. I mean, that's up to you. I just like those, you know, the Apple. Apple, I don't mind. But we'll see what happens after hours. What's the, I don't know what earnings are today. I know there's a couple bigger ones. Someone post some stuff on StockTwits is real nice, where it showed a picture of all the earnings and all that stuff. Intel calls on earnings. Yeah, I would wait for that. You got to have the markets go higher for Intel to go higher. Jay, I bought it in today. You bought Intel today too, huh? Guys are killing me here. Hold on here. SPY still selling off. Gosh, Apple just holding. You know what, guys? You know what? I got a couple more minutes still. You bought Intel today. Seriously, guys? Come on. Why? But what is that? INTC? Because it came down? I mean, maybe as a short-term trade. I mean, this was a pretty good area around 35, 35. Oh, man, if the SPY sells, Intel's going lower. I mean, you caught that. Almost came to this pivot here. I mean, you need to start clawing. You need to get it back above the 50 and the 20 before it does anything. Let's see on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, even on here, I mean, it's not bad, but you get a big breakdown bar like this on the weekly. Let's see where it closes before you go long. SPY starts going. I mean, we're going down. I don't know exactly where, but you know, you got to line up everything with that as well. I wouldn't do anything with calls on this yet. I mean, it could go up, great, but for me, like, you know, like for me, I'd rather wait for it to go up into this area, fill these gaps, and I'm shorting this one. I'm not going to take a chance going long, because you can wake up one day, guys, 500 gap down, China's melting, Greece is imploding, and that's the kind of moves you don't want to wake up to. To wake up to a big gap up, maybe 100 or so, but you know, markets are getting tired. We're making a big rounded top on the SPY, and once that top starts to crack, and we're in that time frame right now, guys, where anything can happen, anything. So you just want to be careful. SPY's coming in a little bit more though. We still have a couple more minutes left. All right. What about Facebook? Still holding up. I am short the IWM. That one's actually a little bit in the money now. My SPY's in the money. How DPZ hold up today? Is it still railing? 106. All right. 164. All right. So it's $5 up. Big deal. And then Hog. How's Hog holding up? Hog 54.75. All right. So it's right there. Right where we pretty much put it on. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Intel, be careful with that one. But the SPY here, let's go back to the 10. Yeah, it's coming back in. Nothing crazy. Let's see if the 50 MA holds it up. But Chipotle's still pulling back, though. 405. So that was a pretty good area for the short. Let's look at Win. Win, same thing. Going to have some support down here. So Chipotle might sell off a little bit more. Who knows? Any other ticker symbols, guys? Anything you want me to look at? Yeah, and Alta's holding up, and Nettie's is still down $1.62. Nvidia's almost even on a day. Home Depot came up. Halliburton's selling off a little bit, but a nice move on Halliburton. You have to give it up to the earnings. Tesaro's going a little bit lower. SPY's coming in a little bit more. Where's Apple? Apple's holding the even number. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. But SPY, let's see. It's coming in. What was the other area? Let's see the 60-minute here. 60-minute, yeah. So never made it here, but these double tops up in here. Never made it to the 200 moving average. It's too bad. That would have helped the matter. But you do have a small, little tiny topping tail on the 60. I don't know if that's worthwhile. If anything, I'd guess they'd gap it up over the 200. Try to go for gap fill tomorrow, maybe, depending on news or whatever. So you got to be watching for that. That one, ACIA. Let's see here. Yeah, still going down, man. You know, there's a lot of bulls on stock twits on this one. Yeah, I mean, this was a head and shoulder pattern, guys. Here's my area, 72 to 767. This is a bearish setup. It's an inside bar bullish, but it's overall bearish. If it breaks this area here, right around 87.27, I think we're going to gap window right here. 83.16. Then you're going to 750 or 80 bucks. And then boom, get to here, and then gap windows down in here. Just be careful. I mean, it's a pretty good head and shoulder here. Because if you go to the weekly and see it on the weekly as well, you see it. Well, not on the weekly. Not really. But when you're looking at head and shoulders, if you can see them on the weekly, the monthly, the daily, and you can see it all that on different time frames, that's even better. I'm long Disney. Before I started listening to, praying for a pop. Oh man, we were short Disney. Yeah, we covered that bad boy. That was great. That was another one everyone was laughing. You're short in Disney, you're an idiot. So, all right, well, I'm covering Disney now for freaking 15 bucks. But no, that's a tough one. I'll look at it for you. But I think, you know, earnings are coming up, so anything can happen. But yeah, be careful with this one. You got the head and shoulder. If it plays out, 75 bucks your area. And I think if it's going down to that area, it's going to go down to 67.73. If it goes up, if you're long on this one, you needed to get it recapture these moving averages. You need to get it above this actually the 618 retrace, and you need to fill this gap. If it gets above that area, then maybe run. If it runs up there, then you got to be wary of this trend line here. That's going to be more support in there as well. And you have the gap fill right here too. So you're going to watch out. And you know, if you really want to look at everything, you got the neckline here coming from this guy. So that's going to be resistance as well, if you want to look at it that way. So that's big resistance here. Here you got gap window 750. Then I think you're going to fill the gap. If the SPY starts to unload, it's going to be lights out. Let's see here. Just looking at everything. It's the market. What do we have? 15. I'm going to hold everything until tomorrow. Let's see if we can get some. 53 million on the SPY. What a bunch of crap today, guys. Just be just watch this light volume markets. One day you're going to wake up and the thing's going to be tanking and everyone's going to be questioning it. Whoa, what's going on? Oh my gosh. And you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be covering all our shorts. And laughing all the way to the bank, guys. Disney, let's look at Disney real quick. And I'm going to take off here. I'm going to pick my kids up today at school. Yeah, Disney's catching a little bit of a bid. They might be getting some buyers into earnings. When's the earnings on Disney, Brian? Great cast today. Yeah, no problem, Jay. I try. My voice is getting raspy and stuff, and this takes a lot out of you, believe it or not, just talking about stuff and looking at stuff. But like I said, I'm looking at some stocks I've never looked at before, and just trying to find reasons why to take trades. While we go long or short, I don't really care, like I said. But at this point, when the markets are at the top, like this one, you want to be going, long Disney, and look at this. This was epic. And I think this is the reason why, we shorted it and then we added more. I mean, look at this. We talk about retraces, goes up, slams down, goes right into this low pivot. Great support right there. And I bet you if we put oh gosh, here. All right, let's do a little more work on this one, guys. November 10th. Yeah. So James, no problem, man. Like I said, I like doing this stuff. I was in the point. I was there with you guys at one point. Years ago. I'd be buying Disney right here. Oh my gosh, they're upgrading it again, and then all of a sudden it falls here, and I'm the guy selling down here, going shit. And then it goes right back up, and I'm the guy buying it back up here. Oh man, they say it's gonna break the all-time highs, and then it goes down here, and I'm selling right here again at support. Goes right back up, and I'm chasing it again. Yeah, I got to the point finally where I'm done. I can't do this anymore. They're flipping killing me. So I got to find a way how to trade. If I don't, I'm gonna lose all my money. And I was almost there, guys. That's where I got to the point where it's like I have to learn, or someone has to teach me, or where can I go to, be taught. And technicals were the way. I learned the technicals, earned my, and developed them in the last eight years, and here I am. And I pull up a chart. I can do a pretty good job telling you which way a stock's going to go. Depending on, like Tesla, no one can do that. Let me tell you, we did take Tesla short from 215, and that was a hell of a trade. And I'll still tell you, I took $2 off of it and ran, and it went down another freaking 10 or whatever, 13. But Disney, I mean, look at this, guys, okay? 750-618. They, what was it? Frozen, Star Wars, this, Disney on Ice, and then slap. So as this thing's going up over this pivot here, 113, you got to start adding. Gets to 120, you got to add it that even number short. Comes back in, goes to this great level of support through the 618, 750, gets the next bounce. See how they bring it up? It goes right to the 618 going up, pulls back, launch. If you're not shorting this thing up here at double top and then use this high as a stop out, you're an idiot. Sorry. But and right back down again into support. This is where we went short right here. You had to do it. Gap fill, 618, 50 MA, and then boom, right back down. So, and we took a short here. We took it off the table. Like I said, we don't mess around. It goes into support. You have a gap fill right in here. You got to start taking some off. I think we might have got a little extra on it. I would have to look back in my notes. Hi, your thoughts on, hey, Suzanne. Suzanne, you're killing me with these trades. Killing me. If anything, you should have wrote a call on Netflix when it popped on earnings, if you like to write those calls. But we'll get you into some good trades eventually. Let's see here. UAL, did they have earnings, or did they have earnings? But yeah, Disney, gosh, you got to hold on at this point. You're coming into support down in here, even at the $90 level. That's where you're kind of holding on right now. But with earnings coming up, anything can happen with this one. If you're long, you got to get above the 20. You still have a gap fill. You have this high pivot here. You need to get above the MAs and keep rolling. A few days ago with UAL, okay. And then the monthly chart. It has good support here, but like I said, if the markets start to break, you're probably looking at Disney at 84. Ultimately 78, 76 on her. If they have bad earnings, I think that's where it's going. This low pivot here. That was the that was the breakdown in August here. But I don't know what that was, but that you're gonna have support down in here too. So just be careful. It is a little bit oversold. You'll get some buy the dippers in. If it does go up on earnings, you could probably ride it up a little bit. If it starts getting up into this area again, short it. Short at 54.95. UAL, let's see, UAL 54.95. So monthly, daily. So we went up 54.95. So you're a little bit. All right, hold on to this. It's not bad. You're right in a double top here. Don't give up yet. Hey, no problem, Brian. You have a great night as well. Let's see here. Let's look at the weekly. All right, weekly, let's look at a retrace. Let's take a retrace. Let's see what's going on from this pivot here. So 750, so we got above that. All right, let's take one from here. 750. Yeah, hold on to this one. I mean, if you did you take a small enough position where you can actually add more just in case? Because if you added, say you're doing 2,000 shares, you added 1,000 here, you could probably add another 1,000 at 58, or maybe wait for the double top. If it gets to here, this would be your stop out area. So do your, whatever your max pain is, base it on, these pivots up in this area, up in this high. So if we went half here, I'd probably add another half here. And then if it gets above the 61.37, then you got to get the hell out. Wow. So you did a nice position on there, huh? 2,100 shares, huh? Well, if you want a tight stop out on a weekly close, this is how I would play this then. Can you add more on this one? If you had to? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong, long Spidey and Mickey. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's what they thought when they were coming out with Star Wars and what was the other one? Frozen and whatever else. And look at the slaughter. So you can add more. All right. So hold on to this one. On a weekly, let's see where it closes on a weekly basis. And then on the following week, we got to close above it. You can stop out that way. or just use this pivot here, 58.91, or use this pivot here, and that's your, you have to stop out here. But remember, that's, you know, that's a $5 stop. You know, that's a $10,000 loss if you get up into that area. So, you know, that's, you know your max position. Say if you're going to take 5,000 shares, gets up to here, maybe take another 1,000 here. If it gets up to here, maybe take another 1,000. You know, I would maybe go 4,000 at the most. You know, that depends on you and how much you can stand. You know, or for me, you know, if you're racking up winner after winner after winner after winner, then your threshold, or you know, your risk for punishment's a little bit higher, or you know, you can tolerate it a little bit more. But yeah, right here, maybe, you know, maybe, but you still got to get above here. Let's see if we could get some continuation buying. We need this. We need to just not, could be a good short. All right, hold on. Let's look at that. Yeah, anything coming out, guys, earning wise, throw them out there. Let's take a look, and then I got to get going in a couple minutes here. Yeah, hold on to this one. It's not bad. You have the pivot. Let's see if we can close on a weekly basis. You have a little bit of a tail here. I want to see it close above this area, 55.37 on the weekly close, and then we'll relook at this one. Send me an email, remind me on this one. Let's see where it closes on Friday, and we'll take it from there. But it's not a bad area. You had a nice run up for 37. It's not a bad area for short. You're in the 750. Let's see. I mean, it is on earnings, so it is, you know, shucking and jiving people out. So let's see. Let's go into Amex. Amex, come on. AMX, is it AMX? What is it? AMX, right? I don't know. What's the symbol on that one? I can't. I don't. Throw me the symbol. Amex. I don't think it's AMX, is it? I mean, maybe. I can't remember what it was. Hold on. AX, is it? I don't know what the symbol is. I'm drawing a blank. Is it AXP? Let me see. AXP. Yeah, American Express. Yeah, AXP. All right. Did they have earnings? Is it up? After our exchange, 198. Yep. All right. Hold on here. Yep. AXP. All right. Let's look at the 60. Let's pull this up. It's probably already too late if there was anything. Time. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. All right. Where are we? So we got a gap coming up here. 63.70. It's going up on news. AXP, yes. Let's go back to this. Let's see on the daily. Is there any reason? All right, yeah, here you go. All right, let's see. Let's pull it down the bigger fib. Come on, go over. Let's see, 63.10. Where is it at right now? All right, let's pull the 60 back up. All right, there's your fib. So you got 69.93, and then you got this one at 69.90. It's not going to be bad. You have a gap fill right up here around 64.39. If it got there, maybe. But, you know, depending on what they do, they can start throwing some more news out there, stock buybacks. Let's look at it on the weekly as well. Weekly, you're bouncing up. Hold on here. I got to pull it up over here, too. All right, so we're heading up a little bit more. You got gap fill, or you got window here. You got gap fill coming up around there. But ultimately, yeah, gosh, I'd like 66. Actually, is it? No, I'd like 66.70 or so. Is the 55 area, is 55 support level for you? No, 55 right in that area is going to be resistance. So you're going up into resistance on that. That's why I'm saying hold on to that one right now and let it come back down. We'll see how it reacts tomorrow. If the SPY and everything dumps, UAL should come down because he had a nice move up. But let's see. Hold on. I'll go back to that one, Suzanne. Hold on a sec. Daily. Yeah, I like the 60. I like it up in here. I mean, if it happened to get up into here tonight, you can maybe take this one short, 66.23. I do like the double top here. I don't know if it's going to get there. Still a long ways away. 65's not terrible, but I'd let, you know, it's on earnings, so it could overshoot. But just keep an eye on those two levels. I don't know if I'd add a short. I'd rather wait for it to open and possibly do something tomorrow. But let me look at stock twits real quick here. Apple. What other ones? Tesla. They got eBay. Let's put on eBay. I don't know if this one will be a mover though. Is it going up, doing anything? It didn't. Looks like it popped up. I don't know if it had anything going on yet. Data. Did Data have earnings today? Or some news? I think we talked about that one. KMI looks like. Mattel. Exoma. I don't know what that is. So this one's 63.70. What's going on with 203? Last two. All right. So nothing's going on with Tesla. Let's see here. Thank you. Oh, no problem. Hold on, Suzanne. Let me look at UAL. I was just looking at AXP. All right, we're going. We're almost. We're into the gap window. Let's see if we can get up the gap fill at least around the $65 level. Let's see if they push it up that high. That one's moving up a little bit more. All right, UAL. Let's go. Are you still there, Suzanne? UAL. Yeah, man, on UAL, are we going up a little bit after hours? No. Data had a, oh, that's right. It's more news. Let's go back into the normal time frame here. Time templates. All right. Yeah, we're right back into that support. See how it retraced back up? Where you're into the double top over here at 55.24. And now you're into the 50 or the 750 retrace as well. So so there you go. I mean, hold on to this one. Let's see where it closes on a weekly basis. And then once we know more on the weekly basis, then we'll determine which way this thing could possibly go. Because on a weekly close, I want to see it close above this high pivot around 55.37. If it closes above that on Friday, then you could possibly get more upside. But like I said, if the markets start to fall, this one will start to falter and start to come back in. But if it does move up, next area here around 58, 59 bucks, I can add, you maybe add a little bit more depending on your pain tolerance. And then here you can add more at 61.42. But if it gets above that area and closes, you just got to get the hell out. But this is an important area too. You're running into a lot of overhead resistance, so it could overshoot this area just a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on this. Remind me on Friday about this. Shoot me off an email, and we can just take a look at this, see where it's at. But, you know, this could be a head fake where it goes up a little bit more, and then it pushes down, and then we close right below the area. I'm losing my voice, guys. Hold on. So, yeah, you got to be careful with this one. But, all right, guys, I got to get going here. But it was great to do this live session. I wanted to come on because actually we had 64 million on the day, even after hours, but another light volume crap session. So, but we did add a bunch of shorts today. We did cover our ISRG from earnings. We did short that one at around 725 yesterday, and we covered that one around, I think it was 683 or something. So that was a great one. Oh, no problem, Suzanne. And again, I'm hoping to do another live session, hopefully tomorrow, maybe around noon New York time, and see if I have time. And like I said, I love doing this stuff, guys. And have a great evening. God bless, and we'll see you guys on the charts.